Hey everybody, I'm Slothastic and welcome on my top 10 of the most underrated Disney movies. In this video, I'm going to present you my top 10 of the most underrated Disney movies according to my experience watching the Disney movies. The first Disney movies I think is kind of underrated. I would probably say Atlantis, the Lost Empire. So, Atlantis, the Lost Empire was made in 2001 and it tells the story of 𝗦𝗧𝗦𝗔𝗟, who is a cartographer and linguist in institutions, and he has worked a lot on Atlantis. He discovers that there is a way to get to Atlantis and he wants to get there, and he creates a sort of expeditions and goes to Atlantis. And there he discovers that there are still people living there and there is a sort of magic and stuff like that. And honestly, it's not a bad movie. I think it's a pretty interesting movie. It's really pretty. I like how it's designed, even if it's not really the usual Disney style. It's more like Tarzan style, you know. They try something new here, and probably it's something people didn't really like. The second movie I would put in my most underrated top 10, it's The Emperor's New Groove. So The Emperor's New Groove, it's talk about an arrogant young emperor called Kuzco is transformed into a llama by his power-hungry advisor, the devious 𝗦𝗢𝗖𝗦. And we follow the story of this emperor who was turned into a llama, and we see how he see the world, you know, how it changed, and I don't know, this movie is pretty cool. It's pretty funny. I enjoy the fact that the emperor was transformed into a llama, and how he thinks he's still so amazing, but he's just a llama, you know, and he tries so bad to be back as the emperor, and he found new friends and all. It's a really cool movie, and I'm sad that people didn't give it much attention. The third movie would be Bolt. It's told the story of a dog who is a star in a series in Hollywood, and he really believes that he has the powers and that he is a sort of a spy and superhero and stuff. But after all, he is just a dog from a movie. And one day he escaped from the movie set and everything, and he found himself in the real world, and he discovered little by little that he doesn't have powers and that he's just a normal dog, and that, you know, he's not used to that. He will meet a cat and a hamster, and together they will try to bring back Bolt into Hollywood, you know, and it's really cool. It's really amazing. I really enjoyed it, and it's really cute, and no, it's a good movie. It's maybe not the best one, but I think it's a really cool movie, and if you never watch it, you should watch it. The other movie I would put on my list is The Fox and the Hound. It was out in 1981, and it tells the story of a red fox called Todd and a hound dog called Copper, and the hunting dog, you know, Copper, will get a strong friendship with the prey, so the fox, Todd, and they will have this strong friendship when they are kids, but when they grew up, they can't be friends anymore because there is the hunter and the prey. However, I think it's really a beautiful movie. You definitely need to watch it. It's really good. The other movie I would put Robin Hood, who was out in 1973, and it tells basically the story of Robin Hood, the guy who steals money from the rich to give to the poor people. And it's an old movie, just like The Fox and the Hound, but I think I like Robin Hood more. So this is why it's before the other movies, because it's really interesting to see the version of Robin Hood with animals. It's really interesting to have this perspective with the animals, because behind the characters you can see, for example, Robin Hood is a fox, and fox are known to be wise and all. 𝗠𝗘𝗗𝗜𝗔𝗟 is Robin Hood's best friend, and he's a bear, and I think we could say that bears are usually protective and all. They are big and strong. It's really cool because you really can see the animals, the characters of the animals, the stereotype of the animals used in this movie, and it's really a beautiful movie. It's maybe old, but old movies are usually good, and I think we don't really talk much about Robin Hood in the Walt Disney world, and it's sad because I loved this movie when I was younger. The next one is absolutely a movie I've always loved. It's the Aristocats. It's an old movie again, but I really love old movies because I grew up with them. It was out in 1970, and it's basically the story of a retired old lady living in Paris. She wills all her possession to her 4 cats, and so I think the mother cat is called Lady. We got Mary, we got Toulouse and Berlioz, I think, if it's the same name in French and in English. The man who works for the old lady will try to get rid of the cats to get the fortune, to get the money from the old lady. And so he will lose the cats in the woods and all. And they will meet a stray cat, and together they will try to get back to the old lady. And it's a really beautiful story. I was really surprised to see that it was told in Paris, because even if we see the Tour Eiffel, I was convinced that this movie was set in England. Don't ask why. I don't know. I was younger, and when I watched it, when I got older, I was like, wait a minute, it's in Paris. Why? Next movie is a more recent movie. It was a Disney Pixar movie. It was out in 1998, and it's A Bug's Life, and it's talk about the story of Flick, an inventor. He's an ant, but he create and craft a lot of things. One day, I think the ants want him to work properly for the colony, and he will go get something, the food, and it will create a chaos, and he will lose absolutely all the food. Problem is that the ants own food to the grasshoppers, and there is no more food. So Flix had to go get the food back. He will meet new people, new insects, and its bugs from a circus, and they will come to help this one. So now we get into the top 3 of my favorite underrated movies from Disney. It's a movie you probably wait to be in the top, because it's a movie that is usually in the first position. I didn't place it in the first position of my top 3 because I have other movie I enjoy more. It's Treasure Planet. It was out in 2002, and it's talk about Jim, if I have a good memory, and Jim is a restless teen. He will have a journey across the universe, because it's basically in the steampunk universe, and I absolutely love this universe. Walt steampunk style is really, really, really amazing. I really enjoy it. And he will be hired as a cabin boy aboard a spaceship, and later he will discover true friends, and he will discover a world pirate thing. Well, it's really interesting if you like the steampunk style, if you like seeing humans, creatures, if you like pirate stuff, if you like space and all. Well, this movie is really interesting. The song is absolutely just so good. And yeah, it's sad to know that this movie is not as liked as it should be. Maybe because the design and everything doesn't feel much like Disney, but it's really, really, really a cool movie. A little older movie is a movie I really enjoyed. No wonder why it's on my top 2 movies. It was out in 2000. It's Dinosaurs, and it's talk about dinosaurs. No way, I love dinosaurs. It tells the story of a family of lemurs who raised a dinosaur who is called Aladar, but one day, the meteorites ruin everything, and Aladar and his family basically have to join the actual big worlds, and they will discover new dinosaurs. They will discover the carnivores dinosaurs, and they will get into a herd of dinosaurs who tries to find a great paradise where they could live, where there is water, where they would be protected and all, but they have to walk a lot and they will have to survive. And it's really a beautiful movie, and it's really impressive when you know that all the backgrounds from these movies are actual backgrounds. Like, it's real life pictures. They filmed the real life landscapes, and then they just recreated the dinosaurs over the landscape, and it's just amazing. And when I discovered that, I was really impressed. When you watch it, you really feel like it's not real life backgrounds, but it is. And it's just impressive. When you see it, when you notice it, you are like, wow, you guys did a really great job. It's really cool. This movie is terrible when you know that it's sad to know that you basically don't even remember this movie exists. It's such a cool movie, and you don't know this movie exists. And if you like dinosaurs, if you like adventure and all, if you like Disney in general, you should watch it. I'm sure you would like it. It's really cool. Before telling you my very, very, very favorite Disney movie, I think it's totally underrated, I want to give you some bonus movies. Some movies I really enjoy. Some movies I think they could be liked more. I would say Wall-E. Wall-E is absolutely amazing. It's really cute. I really fell in love with the character. The way he speaks is just adorable. The story is pretty cool. I really like also Ratatouille. I feel it's really a brilliant idea. I love Ratatouille. It's really cute. It's really lovely. It's really amazing. And I think, yeah, it's not really an underrated movie, I guess. I don't know what you think, but it's really cool. I really enjoyed. And I would probably say also Finding Nemo or Finding Dory. I enjoyed Finding Dory, and I really enjoyed Finding Nemo. I think it was pretty popular at first, but then we tend to forget a few movies, and it's sad. And my top favorite movie, I think it's absolutely underrated. The story is just so beautiful. The songs are just so perfect. The story is amazing. The characters are so lovely. And it deserved so much more likes, so much more views, so much more attention. It's Brother Bear. I think Brother Bear is a movie pretty forgotten. It was out in 2003, and it's basically tell the story of a man called Kenai, and after killing a bear, Kenai got changed into a bear by the great spirits. He hates the bears, and he basically has to survive as a bear and to live into a bear life and all, and discover that for humans, bears or animals can be seen as monsters, but for the animals, the men are actually the monsters and all. And so you see the different perspective, and you open up to a new kind of set of mind and all. And it's really cool. And I'm sad to know that this movie is not as loved as it should be. I personally really enjoy it. I watch it a lot. Usually if you watch it, I'm sure you will like it, because it's just so cool. It's just so cool. So this was my top 10 of underrated Disney movie, what I think about them, which one I like the most and all. I hope you enjoyed this video. I would like you to tell me what you think of all the movies I listed. Do you think they are underrated? Do you like them? What is your own list of underrated movie from Disney? Only Disney, because I don't want to do... I will probably make other videos about other movies, but for now it's Disney. So what are your top 10 of the underrated Disney movies? I want to know. Tell me in the comments. Like this video if you enjoyed. Subscribe my channel if you're not subscribed yet. Don't forget to click on the bell, the notification bell, if you want to be notified every time I post a video. And I will see you soon, guys, for another video. Bye bye and take care.